She writes, in red, entry number 1, Straightforwardness. Reader advisory. You'll find plenty of straightforward, pastel-filtered motivational videos on TikTok. This isn't one of them. This isn't a 5-step guide to happiness or something you'd pin on a vision board. It's not even meant to inspire. It's just honest. The purpose of this is for me to express my truth, and for you maybe to reflect on yours. If it helps, I'm grateful. If it echoes in you, that's enough. And above all, I wish you peace of mind. I woke up and it wasn't grey anymore, not outside but in me. My brain, usually a finely tuned machine of worry and what-ifs, was silent. My heart too, not peaceful, just off, like a system that forgot how to boot. For months, I'd been dragging winter behind my ribs. Not the season, but the feeling. Cold that nested inside me, weighty and wordless. Now spring has arrived, and Paris is blooming again. The sun kisses bare skin, the trees dress in green, laughter leaks out of cafe terraces, but none of it fixes the cold within. It's strange how life can resume its rhythm while your inner metronome stutters. Still, I try to meet the season halfway. I listen. I breathe. Some days the city does it for me. You're still here, it seems to whisper, and for a flicker of a second, I believe it. I got up early, threw on a long coat over soft skin and softer intentions. My laptop, heavy with half-finished dreams, came with me. We found a spot in Les Bois, just next to home, where I can see both the Eiffel Tower and the Sacré-Cœur. No tourists, no eyes on me, just birds, trees rustling in the wind, and a sky so wide it feels like I can breathe better there than anywhere else in the world. It reminded me, as hard as life has felt lately, I'm living in one of the most breathtaking cities on earth. Paris is my McDreamy. I opened my thesis file, read 2 sentences, then stared into space, wondering about everything, but mostly about yesterday. I didn't sleep last night. My brain, loyal and disloyal in equal measure, decided 3 a.m. was the perfect time to review all my choices, the ones I've made, the ones I'm scared to make, the ones that make me who I am. Still, I try every day. I wake up, I plan, I set my objectives, sometimes tiny ones, sometimes I manage. Most of the time, I don't. And still, I try again the next day. I've complained about everything, the weather, the setup, the small inconveniences. But now the sun is out, the cafes are full, vitamin D is accounted for. And still, nothing, no clarity, no relief. I'm in the arena, fighting, analyzing, adjusting, trying. At one point I even wondered if it was physical, something deeper, something hiding. I got a full body scan, just to be sure there wasn't a tumor explaining my numbness, my impulsivity, my fog. At least that's what my favorite urgentist, Dr. House, has explained to me. But I'm healthy, healthy as a horse, they said. My brain, also healthy, which only made me feel more lost. So what's wrong? Maybe I've been challenged for too long. Maybe I've used up all my energy. Maybe I've been analyzing my life more than I analyze data. And here's my preliminary conclusion. From a statistically trained but emotionally disoriented mind, nothing about figuring life out is straightforward. Straightforwardness. Straightforwardness. I crave it. I keep looking for the formula. The one that makes life make sense. But no matter how many variables I control for, something always slips through. I try to break it down, simplify, analyze, predict. but it never behaves. It stutters, loops, contradicts itself. It's noisy, full of random shocks that no theory can really explain. TikTok will tell you that all you need is manifestation, courage, grit, a morning routine, and hydration to become your best self. And maybe that works for some, but for me, whatever formula they suggest, it never seems to click for me. Don't get me wrong, I take care of myself. I eat well, stay hydrated, move my body, not religiously, but I try. I treat myself too. Je me fais plaisir from time to time. But still, the force doesn't seem to want to find me. I'm 30. I still don't know what to do with my life. I've been studying economics since high school. I've earned 3 master's degrees, and I'm about to finish a PhD, and I'm still unsure whether I want to be an economist. Funny thing is, I got my high school diploma at 16, early, ahead, and somehow still uncertain. Go ahead, do the math. Yet, it's not straightforward. And of course him, or at least the idea of him. There's always a him in the parentheses, isn't there? He's not mine, not really. Maybe in glances, maybe in imagined conversations, but never in the way I wanted. He exists in that glittering limbo between a wish and a maybe. I don't even know if he sees me. But I see us, in the steam of my tea, in the silence between 2 songs, in the kind of look that happens just before a kiss, and it never becomes one. I'm a woman in her 30s, and still don't know if I want to get married or have children. First, I've never met someone who made me feel so deeply loved, so safe, that I'd want to carry his children and build a life together. Second, the world feels like a disaster. How can I justify bringing more sensitive souls into a system so unjust, so violent? I am sensitive. I know my children would be too. Third, you guessed it. It's not straightforward. I don't know what it feels like to be chosen, fully, bravely, without hesitation. But isn't that always my pattern? Longing for a love that isn't half lit? Then there's faith. I was raised with religion, one with strict rules I've been struggling with daily. I don't know whether to stick to them or walk away. I don't know which choice hurts more. But I know this: I don't harm anyone, only myself sometimes, quietly, softly, in ways no one notices, but never another human being. I don't take revenge. I believe in karma, in equilibrium, in whatever divine law balances things out in the end. I believe in God. My faith hasn't disappeared, but it's shaky. Not because I sin, but because I see too much injustice in this world. And the God I love, my beautiful God, shouldn't let it last this long. If humans are all part of a distribution, surely the error terms should cancel out eventually. But they don't. And once again, nothing is straightforward. But hey, I'm Hibiscus Sauvage, and I still believe, even when I don't understand. Call it generational trauma. Call it victim mode. Call it woman-child syndrome if it makes you feel better. Call it awareness, too. I'm painfully aware of what I have, of what I lack, of the cracks no checklist can seal. I'm aware that your magical recipe for happiness is just sugar-coated noise. And I'm done. I ran the regression. The coefficients don't hold. But hey, at least you found a way to monetize the myth, didn't you? Still, I carry on. A girl with a very active brain, high sensitivity, extreme anxiety, a PhD in progress, and a perfume that smells peppery, floral, unapologetically feminine. I teach, I write, I try to organize my time, follow the plan, convince myself that structure will quiet the storm. I delete texts I was too brave to send in the first place. And then I rewrite them in my head. Better, softer, truer, but never sent. I try to be brilliant at 9 a.m, when my soul doesn't wake up until noon. Today, I chose to go out. I sat in the light. I drank coffee. I typed a sentence I didn't hate. I smiled at an old couple. And for a moment, the world didn't feel like a weight. Maybe that's enough. Maybe for now, healing looks like getting dressed, like showing up for a version of myself I haven't met yet. The one who finishes the damn thesis, who breathes deeply, who laughs mid-panic, who loves again, not recklessly but gently. After all, I am Hibiscus Sauvage, wild but not lost, soft but never small. Until I find the words again, and remember, take what you need, leave the rest.